How's it going, everybody? This is Beat the Bush. Today I'm going to try some Japanese grapes from Nagano, Japan, and these are the muscat types. I went to the department store here in Kaohsiung in southern Taiwan. And in Asia, they have department stores that sells very, very fancy fruit. Of course, you're going to have to charge you a premium for it. This one in particular is not as crazy as the really, really expensive stuff, but it's 399 Taiwan dollars, which equates to about 12 American dollars. $12 for like a little bit of fruit is indeed very expensive, but at least you can just buy a small amount rather than like a bigger bunch. Let's open this up and give it a taste test. Wow. I tried to pick the most perfect bunch of grapes I could, and this feels very, very sturdy. Like each grape here is pretty stiff. I think it's gonna be very crunchy. When I turn it on the back here, a bunch of little grapes are missing. I am not sure why. Maybe it makes it so that they can put it like this and it won't roll around maybe. But this is a really good looking grape here. But first, let me show you the department store that I got it from. The melon right here is about $60. And then you also have other perfect fruits over here. Interestingly, if you look over here, the dragon fruit is only 69. This is about 2 USD. Normally, they would go for about 4 to 6 USD each. With that said, I'm just gonna pull the best looking one right here. It just snaps right out. It's washed. Let me just take a bite and see how it tastes. Is it? It's pretty good. I've tried some cotton candy grapes, and the sweetness level is just way over and beyond in terms of sweetness. But this is not as sweet, but it's very sweet still. But I'm actually not looking for like the sweetest ever fruit that it tastes like sugar or anything. Like, I want it to be firm, and this is. And I'm surprised. I like it a lot more than I thought I would just for a bunch of grapes. Very good grape flavor. Like, I can taste the goodness, the grape goodness, I think. And it's sweet, and it's firm. Let me take another one and cut into it so you can see it without me biting into it. Grab another one right on the top over here. It just snaps right off. Almost no seeds. There's like something right here. Let me pick at that. There's like a little seed. Every once in a while there's a little tiny seed in there. But they're like really, really large grapes compared to most of the grapes I can get in the US. It's so perfect that when you eat it, it just kind of exudes happiness. And usually you gotta see those Japanese gardens. They take really, really good care of them. They like treat each fruit like a little baby. It's just amazing the amount of detail, amount of care that goes into growing these fruits. And you know, Japanese fruits, they're like something special. Let me just go and pick a few more out. 1, 2, 3. Let me just when you eat a little grape, it's like not enough, it seems. Like, it's so tiny, right? You gotta eat like 2 or 3 of them. But this is like, it reminds me of having a really, really large shrimp. When you eat into it, it's just very, very satisfying to eat something so large. It's like, you don't usually get a grape that big, so when you eat it, you're like, whoa, you know, your entire mouth is filled with grape goodness and grape juice. And yeah, there's a seed there. It would be better if there's no seed. Yeah, the skin is I mean, it's grape skin. It gotta be tough enough to hold the insides. Let me try to peel it and see if the experience is any better if I just peel all the skin. So like this, maybe it'll heighten the experience of having these super grapes. Let's see. Seed's still there. It might be better if you cut it and then remove the seeds, and then you can know that there's no seeds. I don't really mind when the skin is on there. It just feels like a fruit as a whole. You just eat the whole thing. But the seeds is a little bothersome. It's like I've gotten quite a few, like 1 or 2 per grape so far. They're so good. I just want to keep on eating some more of them. So if my calculations are correct, each one is about 33 cents or so. I've cut into it and now I know there's no seeds. Mmm. It's so good. I can't quite put the words to why is it so good compared to regular grapes. It's refreshing. It tastes like grape, except it seems it's a little bit better. It could just be all in my head because, I went to a department store to buy this. For $12, I'd say it's worth the experience to try. Why is it so good? Oh my gosh. I can't stop eating them. I removed the skin, I removed the seeds. It was like what you would get in a very, very fancy fruit tray where they remove the skin, remove the seeds, and then you just eat. But then they only give you like 1 grape or something. So now it's, I can have like 10 of them. Still, it's a little bit too much work to go around peeling all the skins, removing the seeds. I'm just lazy. I just rather just pop one in and eat it. Very refreshing. There's so much juice in it. It's like drinking grape juice. Seriously, I thought it would taste the same as regular grapes, but bigger. So I felt like when I was buying it, I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna waste $12 US. And after I eat it, I'm gonna be like, okay, it just tastes like regular grapes, but bigger. But that's not the case. This is worth it to try. Just like Japanese strawberries I've tried before. I really want to try the Japanese cantaloupes at some point. But for a lower price of entry point of $12 rather than a cantaloupe, which is usually like $50 or $60, this is quite worth it. If you look at some of these bigger areas, right, they're pushing up against each other. And they're getting a little deformed because they're growing so big and a little flat between these grapes over here. I hope I change your mind about getting some of these grapes and not balk at like how expensive it is. Give it a try. It's well worth it, I think, even for $12. Don't forget to give me a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.